Welcome, Deli, to the channel!
Hi, guys!
And welcome to the new year!
Happy New Year!
New year, new us. We're finally doing a collab. I don't know, when was our last one? Like 5 years ago, probably?
This has been long requested.
I think our last collab actually probably was like 2020. So like maybe 6 years ago now.
That's actually crazy. I don't know why it took us so long.
I don't know. So this is going to be really fun. We're doing the same thing over on Deli's channel, so make sure to check that out as well. Yeah. But Deli is going to draw a house or a building for me that I have to then try and turn into a Sims build. But I'm not really going to know what she meant until the end when we're going to have you reveal what you actually intended the build to be. So we'll see if what I build matches your drawing.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
All right, I'll let you draw and I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. All right, what are we going to draw for James? Well, I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm drawing either, because you guys have to kind of guess with James what you guys are trying to create, and then I'll reveal that at the end to you guys. But I kind of had two ideas. I think I'll go with my first idea though. Okay, so I'm gonna go with something like this. And then I suppose maybe I should make it 3-dimensional. And then I want to do a bit of a thing like this. I don't want to say what I'm doing. I guess I could say a bit of a roof line like this. And then it's gonna have this, which I feel like I'm not gonna detail it too much because I want... Actually, no, I'm starting again. This doesn't have to be taken super literally, but I feel like James is going to try and build it to a T, which is not necessary, but I just feel like he will. And I'm gonna keep this drawing pretty simple because I feel like it doesn't need to be a work of art. It doesn't need to be perfect. Oh, now we're going 3-dimensional. And then I wanted something like an object over here and maybe another object. I'm so curious if you guys are gonna know what I'm going for right here. I also want to make sure there's a bit of greenery, so we'll do a tree. And then I'm gonna put a little clue. I feel like the clue is gonna make it even harder to figure out. All right, that's the clue. All right, that's what you guys need to build. Let's do some extra up the wall here. Yeah, that's pretty. So that's the clue, but this is a house. So it's residential. All right, James, I'm all done.
All right, you've seen what Deli's drawn. It's now time for me to have a look. Okay, here we go. All right. So I'll have it up on screen for you guys to see. House/residential clue. What is that? Obviously, we've got some sort of industrial kind of factory vibe. What in the world? What is the... There's a clue. Oh, is that a fire truck? Because it's got a ladder on the back? I think so. Well, I don't know what's off to the side. All right, well, whatever. Let's build the initial structure and then we'll figure out the rest. Kind of like a city vibe. So I'm just trying to think, maybe San Sequoia could be a good spot to do it. Maybe this one. This lot is always kind of, oh, it's like right behind my head. This lot here is always kind of weird, but if we're doing like what I think is an old firehouse, this could be a good one because it does seem like a very commercial lot having like roads all the way around it. So that would kind of make sense to me. So maybe this is where we're going to do it. Okay, so it looks kind of like we've got, let me do the lower floor. I don't know what kind of scale I'm going to go with. I don't want to make this too big. It's not supposed to be massive. Maybe something like that. But then we've got 2 archways, which if it was like an old firehouse, how would I even do that? Like as a door, or would it be, oh, there is like these. Because the thing is, I don't want to go, so we've got like a little tower here. Let me say it's about maybe 4x4. That's probably a good size, like this. So we can do 2-story. That scale kind of looks wrong though, looking at the picture. So that's why I was thinking maybe if we do medium walls, then we can probably get the same kind of scale. That's looking pretty good. And then we got to use half walls to do the little sort of parapet design we've got going on there. So I think I'll start off with this. Whoops, this like all the way around, and then we'll just kind of step it up. Maybe 2 at a time might be the way to go, like that. And it's on both the front and the back, so we'll do it like that. We're gonna go 2 up. I mean, that looks pretty good. Like, I feel like I've already finished the build. How am I gonna do that roof though? Actually, on top of the tower, that's kind of interesting. Oh, no, I can do that. That's actually pretty easy. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? So we're gonna use this roof here, the half-hipped roof, and we'll pop this on the side. I'm still not sure if like this is gonna be my final scale of the build, but I'm just getting some stuff down so then, oh, whoops, I clicked the wrong one. Getting some stuff down so then we can figure it out. So yeah, if we do this, then all we gotta do in the middle is grab out a, what am I doing? A platform. No, a platform like this. There we go. And we just bring it up just so it's flat. Okay. Wait, which side is the front? Is this the front or the other side? Oh, it's the other side. So this side is the front. Let me flip around. Oh, I forgot. This lot has kind of weird lighting. Like the front of the lot here where we take the picture, it's in shadow. Like no matter when we kind of build, which is kind of annoying. That's why this side's a little bit better to build on. Then we can flip it around. Okay, well, let's figure out the rest. What is going on the side? What is that? Oh, is it a dumpster? Well, what's the thing next to it? I keep thinking it's like a train because it looks like there's like smoke coming up from it, but surely that's graffiti, right? And there's like garbage around it. I think that's what it is, but I can't be certain on that. Okay, well, let's figure out this front entrance bit. So we kind of need big arched doors or windows. So I'm thinking we could use these. Like this, not quite the same arch as is in the drawing, but gets that same idea across. I think, yeah, actually moving it in like that's pretty good. And then we have room to do, oh wait, this is not centered at all. What am I doing? What am I doing? It's be like there, hang on, there and there. And then we can put a sign up there. And then that looks like that would be enough to get a fire truck out, which is what I'm assuming this all is. What a genius. I mean, it's because the drawing's good, so I can tell what it is. How big are these? I probably want to use the ones, is it from, was that Moschino? No, what was it? There was a little arched window. Get to work, this one. Yeah, do one there, and then one there. And I guess we'll probably do them around this tower as well. I'm thinking if this is like a firehouse, it's being turned into a house, so we need to go with that. Okay. So it doesn't look like there's any windows on this side, so I guess I'll leave that blank, but we'll get out a dumpster, which I think goes here somewhere. It seems like there's other stuff next to it though, so I don't know what the other stuff is. And that's what's concerning me. I don't know, but I think it's a dumpster. Now, as for the actual rest of the build, how big is this? Because I've got quite a bit of space in here. Is there a fire? Do we even have a fire truck in this game? Like even just debug? I don't think so, right? Why would we? I was just thinking for scale wise, because I'm not even sure. I guess I could use a bus for the length, not the height necessarily, but oh, that's pretty good. That does actually fit in. So that's probably a good scale for the building. All right, let's get some colors on this, which I'm going to assume. Nice red brick firehouse. I would like to do like these bricks. These are always good. So I actually don't know if that suits it particularly well. That one's probably better. So I think if we do that, I want some trims around this though, which I think I'm going to have to do with like columns or something, because I can't really use this one where it's got like the brick trim on the side because it's not going to trim this section, which I want to trim the whole tower because it definitely looks like it's got a trim on it in the drawing. So I think, yeah, just a really simple square one like this is probably good. Maybe a little bit more like that kind of, oh, that's better on these as well, actually. I think that, wait, are these from the same? Oh no, that's businesses and hobbies. Never mind. They kind of look the same color. Do these have a, oh, they do have a brown actually. Oh, hang on, this actually goes together surprisingly well. Okay, great. I'll figure out the rest of the windows later. I don't know what's going on there. And then I guess we also do have a tree. Oh, hey, I've got a tree right here, but no, we'll get a different tree. I don't know if that's a specific tree or if that's just kind of showing scale maybe. Is there a tree that looks like that? I don't really think there is. Oh, hang on, let me turn off debug. Honestly, probably just like one of these. That's kind of too big though for our scale. It needs to be in line with the windows. Yeah, there you go. Maybe, is this one better for this environment? Oh no, actually maybe this one was good. Yeah, do this one. All right, okay, we're looking pretty good. Let's get this column here and then we're gonna go up a level. Oh, it's gonna do that thing where it doesn't align. I forgot about that. So there's this kind of annoying thing that happens. When you place a column just on a wall, hang on, let me go down the floor. It'll line up with the grid like perfectly. But what it does, you can see here, see how this one lines up in the middle and then this is on the corner. It actually pushes it out. So then it lines up differently on corners, which is fine if you're placing it on a corner like this, but when you need a corner to then line up like this, it just doesn't. It's super annoying. I mean, it makes sense in terms of like, because of the thickness of like the walls and the columns, it just has to be like that, but I kind of wish there was a way to line them up. Can I drag this through the floor? It doesn't let me. It actually stops it at the half wall. Does tool mod let me move these at all? It does, okay. Oh, wait. Hang on. Oh my gosh, that is so, is it close enough that it looks fine? No, it's, also if you can, hang on, I gotta show you this. If you can hear snoring, this is why. Little Frangipani's just sleeping right there. All right, first of all, before I get stuck in the weeds of doing this, what does that look like? It's actually not too bad. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Okay, well I think I've got the structure. Like I don't think I really need to look at the drawing anymore. Because we've got all the basic stuff that we need. That's probably a good-ish trim. We might do like this for like the fire station. That kind of makes sense. Oops. Just trim all that half wall. Okay. It's looking pretty cool. So there's no actual like door to this, like a smaller door. So I guess we'll just use one of these is our main entrance door, and I might use this. Oh, actually, I might do like I like doing like gravel on the roof. I always think that looks kind of good. This one here, but like in a gray, yeah, just like that. Cool. Okay, so what can we do here? Let's have a look. Let's figure out what we're actually doing in this space. So I think we want to utilize it being a big open space. We will probably want to use this area over here. But the second level, what could we do up here? I mean, I feel like a door out to the roof would make sense because then we can use this space up here as well. I think like one of these kind of doors, because obviously if this is an old firehouse, we'd have some sort of more commercial looking door. So if we've got that up here, I guess this would either just be, well, either just a landing or more, so maybe like just like a little office space, art space, something like that, and then we can just have some outdoor recreation space up top. So then that means downstairs we need to figure out where bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, and I guess open plan makes sense. Divide the space and conquer. Well, how do I want to do entrance? I'm thinking we have like almost like a back wall that's been put in like here. Oh, that makes it look really small actually. That's kind of annoying. Okay, I actually don't have that much space in here. I was like, maybe there, but then that's a bit small for a bedroom. I mean, I suppose this could be a bedroom. Oh, but then we can't get up. Well, hang on, let me figure this out. So if we have, well, I feel like it would have a ladder because if this is like a firehouse, it doesn't need like a full set of stairs here to whatever this was supposed to be. So I think maybe just like we have a ladder here even. I'll move the door because it was in the way. That's fine, move the door. That means if we have a ladder here, that sort of opens up this whole space to being something else. So we could even just do this, have that wall, leave that walled off, turn that into a bedroom or a bathroom or something. I'm thinking we could do, well, if I do this, hang on, I'm extending this space out a little bit. So then in theory, you'd still get your fire truck through there if that's where it did used to go. This is assuming this is a firehouse too. I don't even know that it is. Anyway, move that, and then we'll push the bathroom maybe to the side here. We kind of end up with weird, oh, hang on a second. Can I just do this? I can think I just put a door there, can't I? It's a little cramped, but I think I can do that, because then we could have a pretty big bathroom. I'll move it over like this, actually. And then have the bedroom back there. It's not a big bedroom, but then, well, then you kind of, well, I guess we could turn this into something over this side. I feel like I should try and get more than one bedroom in here, because that could be a bedroom. Maybe we could do another one over here. Like, what if we have this space there? That makes sense. So this would be a newly installed wall, and I'm thinking maybe this wall, like just from how is, let me do bricks everywhere for a second. So then anywhere that's bricks right now, in my mind, is like the original firehouse. Okay, so we have like bricks in this section, and then this would have been a wall that was added in. Those can be bricks. This is a weird hallway. I mean, there would have needed to have been a bathroom here at some point anyway. I could also make this a bit bigger. It doesn't have to be that small. Then, because I was thinking we could put a door here to the outside perhaps. It does get a little awkward with all these hallways though, like. But if I leave it open, then there's just like this weird little gap there. Kind of like this horse ranch archway. I don't know, it just kind of feels like it's a bit more old looking. I like that. So if we have I decided to make the bathroom a bit smaller because having that one wide corridor there was kind of annoying me. So then we could have a way to get out here as well. Well, hang on, if we got the dumpsters over this side, I feel like I need a door on this side somewhere. It would make more sense than on that side. We can have doors everywhere, whatever. It's Door City, baby! Might just do another one of these doors. I like these. I could, yeah, actually this is pretty good because I can have this door here, then I can have doors to all these rooms as well in this section, which kind of then makes sense. And I'm going to use these doors that have like the kick on the bottom, like the metal plate, because it feels a bit more industrial. I guess I'll do black. Do I want to do black door? We don't have to. Maybe do the brown door. Just kind of matches this a bit more. So yeah, we'd have a door to the bathroom. I don't know, let's just say that side, a door to the bedroom here somewhere. So then, yeah, so we can get into those two spaces. Now back over here, can I put, like I can't without move objects, but can I put a door here with move objects? Because then that would allow us to utilize this space pretty well. Like I know I can put it there, but will it work is more my point. Actually, if the door is this way, it'll work on the way in, but when they walk out, it'll open this way and block that. I guess it kind of needs to go there. It'll glitch into the ladder, but I guess, does that matter? Not really. Okay, so then here, I don't think we're gonna have a matching archway to that in a single tile, which is kind of annoying. So then the question becomes, what do we do with that space? Do we just do another one of these doors, maybe? It's just like a lot of doors, but maybe that's what it has to be. It's an old building. Okay, okay, so at the moment, we've got 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, which I think is fine. Then we do something like, we just got to divide this space up into kitchen and living. I think we turn this into the front door because that makes sense. It's kind of why all these doors and hallways. We just block this one up so it's not even usable. So it's just like decorative. We could also just lock it in live mode. And then we just use all this space here, kitchen, living, dining, etc. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to grab this concrete. Actually, no, I'm not. I was going to put it on the roof, but I actually think maybe the roof would be better as like yeah, like some of these old floorboards. I feel like this always looks kind of good in like these industrial buildings. Okay, window-wise, we do have to figure that out. I think we just do more of these. I don't know, we didn't have, visually there was no windows on this side. So I think maybe we just go around the back and we do some windows back here. And I'm actually gonna put the windows up pretty high. Well, actually maybe not that high. I'll match it to that section over there, maybe there. These are still pretty high. I think it'd be like a sim is probably, their head is maybe just above that. Hang on, where's the door? We can tell, oh wait, you know what? The best way to check a sim's height, if you have get to work, is get a mannequin. Yeah, so there's still pretty tall windows, or like high up, which is fine. We could actually install like a skylight. I think that would not be a bad idea. I think that'd be pretty cool actually, but I'll get to that in a moment. So the walls, I kind of like it just being the wood paneling, but maybe not this, maybe not that raw where it's got like the marks on it. If this didn't have those on it, I think I probably would use it because I quite like it. I like it kind of looking a little bit, yeah, maybe the eco lifestyle one. I kind of like this. Yeah, I do like that. Now, I guess we're imagining this wall was put in, so we'll do all that. This one's supposed to be brick. I'm not really sure what the bathroom is. I'm just gonna make it brick. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so at the moment we now have access to all the rooms. I do have to play test it to make sure I can actually get in there and upstairs, which is good. Let's just get some temporary lighting in so we can see what's going on and then start planning. All right, so kitchen wise, I think it would probably make sense to have it here maybe. Because I'm thinking this over here is probably like a living space. Ooh, I kind of like these couches as a vibe in here. Or like, oh, we do go hard on the industrial theme. I'm not sure the actual layout of everything. I'm just putting these in as to get an idea. I definitely think we need a fireplace. That'd be sick. And I think what's important when I choose this fireplace is this wouldn't have been here originally, so I don't want to get like a fireplace that looks like super old and like in tune with the building, which I guess, I don't know, just whatever, like this. Like I don't think this would make sense because it's a fireplace, especially if this was a fire house. I don't think they would have had a fireplace right there next to where they parked the truck. So this would definitely be something that someone would have added. So we could use like something like this, or maybe even like one of these. That actually looks too, that actually doesn't fit. No, I'm not using that one. That's too fancy. I mean, maybe this one? I actually don't know if that really suits, to be honest. Maybe a fireplace isn't gonna work here. Oh, maybe one of these. Oh, that's pretty big though. Maybe this one. Problem is, yeah, these are kind of big. It's kind of hard to, well, let me do that. Hang on, let me reorient this. The thing is, the way I've furnished this right now, it's kind of like this is a bigger build than it is, but as you can see, it's pretty small. So this doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna not do that. I actually think that's not gonna work. Let me just leave these here for now. Let's come back to that. So if we think the living room's gonna be there, I think kitchen here, dining there maybe, or dining could be over here perhaps actually. That could also work. And then we do kitchen. I don't know what would go there then, but I feel like we could do a big dining space there. What am I doing? Like a big, even though this is not a big house, I feel like a big dining table would be pretty sweet. I don't know if it's gonna outscale everything though. We might have to go smaller. Where are those? I want, yeah, because we could do something like that. And then again, we're just gonna go some industrial light. That's too low. Industrial lighting, maybe like those. It's kind of fun. Again, that's not necessarily where it's gonna be. I'm just placing that there. That might be too big. I've also got the lighter colored wall, but then we do have the darker woods here, so we can mix the two different wood tones, which I like. So the kitchen, I actually like this lighter color. So we could sort of continue that in the kitchen with this lighter sort of cabinetry, which I think I want to do on this. So how do I want to do this? Do I want the kitchen to be open? I don't think I want to do an L-shaped kitchen because like if I do this, I think that kind of, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. So I'm thinking we could do a galley layout like this. That feels too big. I was just lining it up with that window. That feels probably too big. The other thing we do is actually flip it. It might look better this way, to be honest. If we do this, then this can sit here. Yeah, this actually might work a lot better. I don't know if I want a big bar like that though, on the front here. Kind of doesn't seem right. Maybe I do need to do an L-shaped kitchen, which I wasn't gonna do. Well, actually that could work. If I don't make it too big, I think the problem is if I make it too big, we gotta try and tailor this kitchen so it fits the space properly. You know, it probably just will work better having the, because if we're doing the L-shaped kitchen, I think having the dining more related to where the kitchen is makes more sense. I'm trying to figure out how this is all gonna fit. Maybe, I mean, maybe over here. I just feel like in line with the kitchen makes more sense like this. Then it kind of looks better when you sort of tuck it in a little bit. So it's kind of part of the kitchen, but it is a big table. So it's kind of like, it needs its own space. Hang on, if we do this, maybe we'll just, okay, I think, okay, I sort of reshuffled things a little bit here. I think the table's gonna work over there. I did like it here, but it kind of made the living space in the kitchen and dining, it didn't really work. So I think going there will make sense. Then I'm sort of playing around with the living space here. It's pretty big, but you know, it is what it is. And I'm thinking we could do like sort of a wall here out of bookcases. I think might work. I don't know if these ones in particular will work, but some sort of double-sided bookcase that looks nice, that makes sense. This one is actually making the most sense at the moment to me. Also this. Oh, there's also this one's pretty big. I think that's actually just too big though. But that's kind of the idea. Like, so you sort of create that sort of separate entrance space here. You have like a table here on the side or something, you know? Can I do this? Oh no, that's gonna look weird because the books are, yeah, kind of like that, but it maybe doesn't make the most sense. Does that matter though? I don't know if it matters. I'm gonna move that there for now. Yeah, then what I was thinking, I think, is it called a cart? There's like that kitchen cart. There's this one, which you can actually put appliances on, but wasn't there another one from the kitchen kit that you couldn't put stuff on? Or you couldn't put, like, yeah, this is what I was thinking. It could actually kind of look cool in this kitchen space. Because I just kind of felt like we need something here. Doesn't really go with it though, is kind of the problem. Oh, this is another one that could be good. Like a sort of divider, but maybe I'll put it over here because I kind of wanted to put something near this space too. I might put that on the back wall there, move this in just a little bit. I'm trying to see if this would be better as like a brown, like a darker brown, but then I think everything is that color and I don't really like that. I kind of like the lighter color kitchen. Maybe this wall needs to go darker and then make this lighter again. All right, I should probably get the rest of the kitchen in here as well so I even know what the heck we're working with here because I don't have a stove or anything yet. Well, maybe that would make sense here. Maybe we do need to just do actually maybe not even that, hang on. Go back to normal here. Because if we do this, but I just leave a gap there. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I was gonna say I could put the stovetop in the middle, but it can't go in the middle, obviously. I really wish you could just place that in the middle. That'd be perfect. Well, maybe we have this over here. Kind of awkward in that space, but I was hoping that it didn't stick out on the side. You didn't see it. I guess maybe the oven just here then. Wonder if black appliances might be a better idea, just so it sort of, whoops, that's the wrong thing. Kind of goes with the black accents, although it has too much of a contrast with the rest of the kitchen, I think. Then I think if we do this dishwasher, but we put it on the left, you see that it sort of hides it in that middle counter. And then we can have the dishwasher in, and then can we do a big sink? Yeah. Which is kind of awkward because now it's right next to the table. So maybe the table goes this way. So it's like not right there. And do we move the accent light over the kitchen counter? No. I like it over there. This fridge color is really throwing me off. Like it's not, because I think now that I got lights next to it, it kind of looks even weirder. Yeah, that light kind of gives it a weird, it's kind of looking way more yellow. So that's why I was thinking because if we change this to black, no. Well, I still need a bin. I don't have a bin inside. So I can't really hide it anywhere though is the problem. So I wonder, should I know I've got this like line up to the center of the kitchen, but I wonder if I should just put it there so I have more space on this side. Which actually I think that might be better because then it sort of lines up with this edge and then I can fit a bin in the kitchen instead of somewhere else. This one, put that there. Because then I can sort of tuck behind that. So then at least when you're looking this way, you don't see it, which is good. Okay, so then if that's there, that's good. Next, I think I just want I want something on this wall, like something industrial. Just like pipes or something. I just kind of feel like there needs to be something around here. Get some pipes over there, another one over there. Oh, actually a fire extinguisher, that makes sense. I feel like we definitely have those in here somewhere. I don't just put it there next to the door. I kind of like that. I'll put one over here. So there's sort of one at that side of the room and one at this side of the room. I like that. I don't want to just like slap too many pipes on this wall. So I'm trying to find something else that would maybe make sense to go on the wall here. Or just something that looks cool, like a decoration that we've added. That also works. I reckon a ceiling fan here would be kind of cool actually. Like an old one. Is there. What does it look like with the roof? Okay, it's kind of cool. We definitely need some more we just need some more stuff for sure. I think, oh, actually this electric panel over here would be a good idea. Yeah, let's get that. Let's get this on this wall here. Well, wait, is this a functional? No, non-functional. Good, yeah. I don't want the functional one. Oh, like an old sort of poster thing there. Yeah, that's cool. All right, and then I think just like, well, I gotta do some graffiti outside. So any of those that I see that would make sense, we should do that. Now, can we get a bit more color into here? I kind of like those colors, the green and the orange. I could just do an orange rug, but I guess maybe we could do that there, and then maybe we can do something more green over here. I don't know what options we've got, but there's actually pretty good size if we scale it down one. Does this have colors that what? There's that green one there. There's definitely browns. Well, there's a blue. Hang on. I kind of like that color, but I do like the green because I guess the green looks good because it's got this sort of orangey red brick, so that kind of sort of sets it off a bit. Whereas this green, that's not great. I don't like that. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know if that's the one I want to use, but I just kind of like that. I haven't seen that exact pattern before. Kind of like that. I might put that over there. Oh, I kind of like this dark, like deep green. That's kind of the color That one might work under here. I just have to scale it up. That's all. Okay, that scale's too big. If I use tool mod, we might be able to scale this properly. If I scale it by, I think 1.5, is that the normal? Oh, no, 1.5 is kind of what we're on. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Let's try that. Kind of like that deep green. Then I do like this one. It's a little too big, but... Oh, there's also these ones. These ones sometimes have good colors. That's kind of that color. I do wish it had a bit more of the orange in it though, whereas at least it's got the yellow. It's not really the same, but I kind of like the vibe. All right, well, can we even use this rug? Because the way I've scaled it, I've kind of got a different size going on here. So that's couch is kind of lined up with those. I guess it doesn't need to be. We could move them over a little bit. Put that more there. I mean, these don't have to be lined up with that couch. That's just kind of not entirely necessary, but that kind of works. And then maybe, okay, I don't need a green filter anymore. Let's get rid of that. I need a little TV. I was gonna basically just put the TV in front of the big door. That's my plan, right? And I think this place, I feel like this place is definitely ripe for like huge plant. Just because we got a tall ceiling, we could probably fit something pretty good in. I don't know if that's ideal having that right in front of the window, to be honest, but it's just what I've done. I guess I would go that way, but I don't know if it would really work that way anymore. I think this is what Deli had in mind, all of this. It must feel like we could just chuck a huge plant in this corner, see where it fits. Kind of there, maybe. It's kind of shadowy though. Oh, I guess I probably just need to put some lights in there. I don't want it through the wall. Do that. I think maybe get rid of one of those. I don't think I need two of those. I think one of those and then a side table makes more sense. Also, I like these tables too. I don't know if I can use this anywhere. Oh, maybe over here actually. That one over there. And then I do just need like little side tables I can use for all of this. Which I think the beauty of the industrial sort of vibe is we can use either sort of more contemporary looking things, or you can just use like this, and this matches. Not that I'm going to use this, but we've got pretty good options here. But I want something relatively small for next to this. Unfortunately, most coffee table, like side tables in this game are massive except for this one. There's like the only small one. What about this? Does this have a... Oh, I just kind of wish I had like a nice deep green color to it. Actually, you know, I kind of feel like filing cabinets also like could be an interesting idea because it's like just the old things that used to be in this building that they're using. It's a shame that it's like quite tall though. There's a slightly shorter one that'd be good. Oh, what if we do like a yellow coffee table? That's kind of cool. I don't know. I kind of like it. If I go to nighttime real quick, where are we at with lighting? Because that's not nighttime. So I've only got this light and then a couple of kitchen lights in here. So I definitely need to do something else. I'm thinking we should just do like lamps and such. I think one of these makes sense, although that doesn't actually provide much light at all. So kind of useless. They're cool. Actually, we could do like, I do feel like there should be like one of these somewhere. Like, I don't know, this is like the old alarm and that can still be on. Like it can be red, but then we should have more lights in here too. Maybe like a couple of those, just those little wall lights. That's probably enough light in here actually now. It's not super bright, but it doesn't need to be. Oh, I can put some stuff on these shelves actually over here. Like board games and stuff and pile of books. I don't know. It's not the neatest, you know, it gets the job done. There you go. I was just looking for stuff to put over here. Here we go, like something like this. Little, where do I want? I'll put it there. Into a little yellow plant over there. Okay, I think that's pretty good for the main living space. That's everything I want, right? Kitchen, dining, living. Then we just have the entrance over here. That's cool. I need like a sign or something out here as well. Oh, I kind of like the number actually. What, does this have like other? Yeah, I kind of like this. How blurry does this get if I make it bigger? I kind of like this being like the number of the firehouse, like 735. I don't know, it's kind of cool. And then I think like if we do some gutters and stuff as well. Oh, what if I put this next to the column so it kind of hides that it doesn't line up perfectly? I don't know if that helps or not. Annoyingly with half walls, like this is just not gonna line up with the top of that, so I can't really do this anywhere else. So I guess I won't do any more gutters. There's actually a sign that says it's supposed to be like for rent, but I kind of almost feel like it could just be like a warning sign or something. Okay, so back on the picture, I still don't know really what's going on the side here. I just think it's a dumpster and then graffiti on the wall. But then there's like another item next to that. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know if I just do something like that with some graffiti down the side. I do feel like I probably need some, maybe like a little connecting footpath between these two, like this. Then I want the eco lifestyle, like garbage stuff, like the little decorations. Fire hydrant. I should probably get one of those out. Yeah! Okay, I'm looking for piles of trash. Yeah, I just want to put these like along the wall here. It's around the dumpster, basically. Okay, so we got our garbage. Lovely. I think that's what was on the side. If not, I got no clue what it's supposed to be. This is kind of random. I'm just gonna hydrant. I'll put it over here for now. Okay. Anyway, let's save that. All right. So for our main bedroom, this rug is just in there right now. I don't know why. It's just what I had before. I guess I don't need that. Might just get rid of that. I think it's too big anyway. It It really would be cool if we could have a loft bed, like have the bed up higher. But that's just, I don't think we really have room for that. So I think the way it's gonna make sense, because we've got the door here, probably having the bed against this wall here, and that's really all we can do, to be honest, I think. Ooh, yeah, so going back to the idea of the sort of filing cabinets as like maybe it was left over in the firehouse, they have this dark emerald green color, which I really like, which actually I feel like goes quite well. I don't know about the orange rug. Maybe that needs to change, because maybe it's too much with that as well. Like having bright orange and bright green, or like deep green. Maybe a more subtle rug would be a better option, or just having like individual rugs on each side of the bed. Like these ones where you sort of do like smaller ones like this. Well, they do have a green, but we could also then do the orangey, because the bed still has that sort of orangey color. Maybe we do this. I don't know if I love that though. Anyway, I'm gonna go with that for now. Let me grab out a dresser. What can we fit in here? Because I actually don't have a lot of room. It's gotta be pretty thin. Could potentially even then do like taller cabinets on either side. I guess we'd have to get rid of that one. I just really like that green color though. Oh, well, actually, speaking of which, hold up. Wait a second. Do we just like use the, because they actually have a, hang on. I really like these. I want to use those filing cabinets somewhere, but maybe the bedroom is not the place to do it. Let me get the other one. I didn't realize this had this really nice green color. Because if I do this on that wall instead, get rid of that one. I don't want the open ones. Although I guess the open ones would be good for a bedside table. You know what? I'll do one open one and one closed. So this is the mudroom. Was it the mudroom kit? Range mudroom. Yeah, it had the, there's another cabinet that sort of goes on the wall. I'm just thinking because we could do this like, because this room is pretty small, you could use that for extra storage. When you put the walls down, they're not in the way. Obviously, you'll still see those two, but that's not too bad. Do we like that? I don't mind it. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know what's going above it. It's kind of weird, but anyway. I'm gonna do a salt lamp. There's gonna be a salt lamp there, and then I need some actual lighting in this room. I think we just need to do like a industrial, yeah, like this. Some old light. Yeah, that's fine. Can we go to nighttime? Yeah, that works. Okay. So now for these rugs, let me just adjust that. I think that's better there and there. Is there like a picture of like something burning or like a fire or I don't know, something that sort of suggested this was like a firehouse? How about some pipes randomly, which I don't know if it would make any sense because they're on the external wall, much like the ones over there, but it is what it is. I just don't know what else to put in this room because it's like, there's not a lot, there's really not a lot of space in here. I mean, I guess do we really need to put more stuff in this room? Maybe we don't. I'll put a plant though. Plant is nice. I guess a mirror would probably be useful too. Hang on, I can't put this plant anywhere. There's nowhere to put, I was just trying to move it out of the way because I wanted to put this maybe here, move objects. Let me see, get this in here somewhere. Just like a little, look, it's not great lighting in there, but you know, I got a little mirror, that's all right. Keep it simple, keep it simple. All right, then this little section here, we'll do a light in here as well, but I think just like a wall light maybe would be fine. Maybe like one of these, kind of feels commercial. Smaller. Actually, where's the, is there exit sign? Is that a, no, it's not a light. I think it's just a wall decoration, isn't it? Because that would make sense. I think it's also really expensive. Yeah, there is. $230. Exit. There you go. I guess it should, you know, actually it's probably a good idea to have this above doorways too. So you know where the exit is. And also it just gives that sort of commercial vibe to it. Yeah, nice. I don't know if I'm gonna do that everywhere. Like, I don't think I need it in here, but I kind of like that. No, back to lighting is what I was doing. I mean, I think maybe just, yeah, just like a little downlight in there is fine. Okay, so the bathroom, I think we could leave the floor, but maybe we should tile the wall. Now I could just go sleek bathroom, but maybe I should mix it up and not do a sleek bathroom for once. I mean, the bathroom would be sleek, don't get me wrong, but maybe we could use like, I do like the spa day stuff as well. All right. Challenge, do not use sleek bathroom. How about this one? You got a nice bidet. Oh my gosh. So we're here in Sydney. We've been here nearly a month and we just renovated our real life bathroom. We only have one bathroom in our house, but we haven't seen it yet or got to use it yet. I'm so excited. And we did like a bidet toilet, which I've not really used before. So I'm excited to try it. Anyway, so I'm going to put one in here. That was my point. That's what I was getting at. I wonder, should we do a shower tub combo? Could be a good idea. Because like if you have... Wait, which way does this open that way? Do I need to move the door? I need the door on this side. Because if we do like kids or like toddlers or whatever, cats, dogs, be good to have a tub in here, I think. All right, well, what color do we want to do? Well, let me see, what sink am I doing? Hang on, what are we doing? Maybe the Adventure Awaits one, this sort of wooden one's kind of nice, because that kind of goes with, we got all the wood around the place as well. Do the darker color. And then we can kind of see the tap color there. Do we have like, that's kind of similar. Maybe, yeah, okay, maybe that one then. Has similar tap color, not quite the same. Maybe go like more wood color on that. And then the walls, maybe, I actually don't mind that for the wall color, like the lighter color for the walls. I don't know if it's my favorite bathroom ever, but it's something different, you know. Oh, we can do the arch, so it sort of goes with our little arched windows as well. Nice. A little toilet brush in there? Yeah, go on then. Little toilet brush. That's funny. What about like some towels or something? Laid back towel rack. There you go. Oh, it's kind of over there, like an emerald green to go with our dark green over here. Maybe we could do these. Maybe this instead. Get rid of the towels. A couple of green robes. Like a lighter green than I would have wanted, but that'll do. Where's she gonna sit? I don't know where she's going. A little light of that. Okay, so that's the bathroom, and then I guess in here I'll do just a little light in the hallway. Now, I wouldn't say this is a particularly kid or even pet-friendly build, because I haven't done anything for those guys, so I'm not gonna do like a kid's room in here. I just don't think that really makes sense given how I furnish the rest of this place. But I think I'll still do maybe like 2 single beds, so you can, you know, it's a good number of Sims you could have in here. Oh, actually, this is kind of cool. This kind of gives firehouse vibe. Oh, and then if I get this, well, hang on, let me get the other, not the tree. I get another bed. Wait, do we not have a single bed version of this that's on the ground? Wait, no, oh no, we do. Okay, good. I was like, wait, what? And then this goes underneath. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Put that there for a sec. Sometimes this might block access to the top bed, so I'm definitely gonna have to playtest this place, but I think that's cool. I like that, that's fun. And this being concrete floor, I don't love. Even though it's not like a kid's room, I do feel like, you know, it's probably teenagers or it was kids at some point. I feel like it should be maybe a little bit softer in the material. So maybe this, can we do the orange in here? Well, the beds are purple, so that kind of doesn't, great. I like the, oh wait, hang on. That works better, because we still get the green, although it's less green. Oh, I probably like that better though. Yeah. Okay, and then let's get, I feel like the walls are so tall, like just get like a tall dresser or something in here. I'm not sure what the best spot is for it. Maybe here, because it kind of tucks between the bed and the wall, so it's kind of like out of the way. I don't love that the rug doesn't go under there. Should I just do carpet in here? Maybe that makes more sense. Or I just do the rug this way. Actually, maybe that makes more sense. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. That just works better, because then it's sort of under all the beds there. That area is all nice and soft. It's going to do the same kind of hanging light in here. So I've just done a desk. I'm using one of the dining chairs. I mean, I think that's all right. There's not a whole lot I can do in here, to be honest. Just because of this cutting in, I've got the 2 beds, and it's not like a kid's room, so I don't want to like go over the top with like toys and all that. But we could have to get some like posters or something in here. Probably be nice. I don't want to overdo it, I don't think. We'll just get a few, maybe not tape. Like tape doesn't really work very well on bricks. Ooh, fire. Yeah. Finally got some fire in here. Yeah, just a few posters, nothing too special. Now this light is definitely not bright enough for this room. It looks way too dark, I think. That little light actually helps a lot. And then maybe I could do another one over here. Sort of brightens it up a bit. I'm also aware that I've got no curtains anywhere, but considering the height of a sim, doesn't really even see out of that window. Probably right. Although there is a bunk bed there. And it's a bedroom, but I don't know if there's any curtains or blinds that are gonna actually look that good on these windows. So I was kind of just hoping I could ignore doing that. Because actually, yeah, they're wider than a single tile window. So you need to have a wider curtain than a single tile window for one. They're also curved. So that also makes it more difficult. I can do this. I can do these. You know what? I'm just gonna leave them. I don't think we need curtains on them. Okay, I think that's pretty good. It's pretty simple in terms of both bedrooms, but I think that also works for this. Moving up, we have this space up here, which I was thinking like be like an office or something. And actually, I think this probably should be a darker wood color now that we've sort of gone with that throughout the place. So I might just replace that. Yeah, like sort of darker brown. And then this could just be, hang on, which way do they need to get off on the side here? So I can block this little section, but not this section. Okay. Water heater. Could do a water heater up on the roof. Yeah, go on then. This is non-functional, so it's fine. I don't know why it's up here, but it is. I just saw it when I was scrolling through here looking for the beams, which I think they're actually in miscellaneous. So, because there's some wall beams that are like stick to the wall, like wall decorations. Then there's like ones, not those, although these are cool. Ones that you just place. Oh, actually, there's also pipes that you place. That could be good. Oh, they're not tall enough though. That's kind of weird, yeah. These ones, see, these ones just placed on the floor. So I actually wanted these, but the taller version. Wait, did I go past them? No, maybe, oh, here they are, medium. I just put them here, but like not over the hole. So sort of just behind. Basically acting as a fence without actually being a fence was my idea. I don't know if I love that, but that's what I'm going with. Now some books. I would like that up here, but problem is we've got windows right in the middle on all 4 walls. So we kind of have to do, I think we just have to do shorter bookcases. So I want like a little reading area. Then I do want to actually add in a desk as well. Just because the kids or like whoever's in this room, I know it said it specifically wasn't kids, teenagers, children, you know, whoever, they got a desk. And I think we should probably have one up here as well. There's this Love Struck table, which I think is a high top table. So I'd have to use a bar stool, but it also has the same color, which I kind of like. And you could use like this little chair that has wheels on it. So it almost does feel more like a little, I guess, leaning more to like art studio vibe, which I kind of like. Because I think we do some like painting stuff up here as well. I think makes sense. Do like the artist studio. Move these chairs. I don't like the chairs just there. I do want some chairs up here. I want to move this. Can I get this like in here somewhere? So it's kind of like near the windows, so you can sort of look out the window and paint. I like that. And I do like the books in there as well. Oh, I like this cabinet as well, because this kind of goes with the other cabinets we've got around the place. That over here somewhere. I do want a chair so you can sort of sit in here, although now it's kind of awkward. I don't know. Maybe I can't have this cabinet because I guess maybe I'm being inspired by the Princess Diaries, where they lived in a firehouse and the mum was like an artist and she was just painting all the time. Maybe that's where I'm getting this this from. Maybe I'll get rid of that chair. I think that chair's just kind of in the way now. It's not really working. It was going to be like a reading nook up here, but I mean, we've got a bunch of bookcases downstairs, so I don't think we need it. Okay, so I've just done like a little sink setup over here. We've got the little hanging thing, little cart, got the computer up there, so it's still like a home office if you want. Yeah, so it's just like a little art studio up here, which I think is really nice. I think I'm going to change the lighting. Actually, there was an artist studio light, right? But I don't know if it's particularly bright, is it? It was more for the vibes, right? Oh, actually, that's not that bad. It's kind of a bit awkward. I don't know where I'd put it. You know what, let's just do, I have like one of these up here. So like, I don't know, the fire alarm light is up here from the old building. And then maybe just it's a small spotlight will do. Did I do the ceiling up here? I did, good. Okay, then we've got the rooftop, which I wanted to do something with. I'm not really sure. Like, I don't want to overdo it, but I kind of feel like we should have something out here because we've got access to the roof. First of all, we can do on the HVAC units, maybe on the building roof. I don't know, just over there. Why not? I don't really want to do too much out here because I feel like it might look kind of weird. I was going to do like outdoor dining and stuff, but I think it might just look a little bit silly. What we could do now, like I think I'd leave that there. I'm gonna reposition the house so it's actually facing at the front of the lot, but I'm actually gonna slide it backwards, relatively speaking, like this. So we have more room. Wait, no, that doesn't matter, does it? No, the other way. Wait, hang on, I'm getting confused. Cancel. Let me have a look. So we've got a little bit of front space, but we do have this door here, so we could use that as our backyard. So I guess I don't need to move it. I just need to flip this around. Yeah, let me just flip it around. So flip it around first of all. For some reason this got left over here. What the? I can't pick that up. Hopefully that's okay. Okay, so everything's sort of flipped around the other way, which is fine, because this is actually the front of our lot here. So that goes through, that's okay. This is just kind of, I don't know. I'm not even considering that part of my lot because this lot is so wide. So this is just, that's just garden, not garden, like outdoor, whatever, not part of our lot. So then over here, we could turn this into some of our lot, but how do I want to do it? Because I kind of want to do a fence, but I don't really, do I want to do a fence? Or maybe I don't. I actually feel that's kind of too big. I'm going to cut that off there. It just deleted my column for some reason, so I guess I'll put that back. No, I don't mind that. I think, but then it kind of seems like, because if this was, I don't know why that's there, and I don't know how to get rid of that now, so hopefully that's okay. It feels like this would have been like an outdoor yard, like maybe for like workout equipment or something. So how would I now go through it and sort of revitalize it and turn it into a house? I think first of all, I might do this because I like the idea that there's just like concrete here and we kind of have to work with it. But then like on this side, we could actually do some plants and stuff because this is like, I don't know, just regular garden space. So do a little bit more planting out the front here. Okay, we're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. Actually, what I should do, I need to add one of those. I think I need one of these on the outside. Where do I want to do it? Maybe we should have a few of them around the place. Maybe there. I do like it there. Maybe one up there too. Couple red lights. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Oh, dang it. My column that I spent ages positioning. Well, I didn't spend that long positioning, but I specifically positioned. I guess because when I did that fence, I decided it wanted to do that. All right. Yeah, and then I like the idea because you can get all these kind of plants and stuff where it's like they're in planters. So you'd sort of use some of these. Let me just get some of these out. Like this one on like a crate could be good in the corner, like a bigger plant. And then like these ones in the big pots. So they're sort of working with what they've got. And then I feel like also if we do these kind of things, we could probably just get a bigger, not that big, a bigger tree or something in one of these. Like that and that. I don't know. Looks like that's possible. Does that look silly though? Maybe. I don't know. But we definitely need some like growth. Actually, what about the, all these kind of things? Yeah, these could work. Just have stuff growing along the fence line. Because I like, I don't know. I like the idea that this is the original like chain link fence that we've got there. Oh, okay. I have to do it on both sides because otherwise it looks silly. Because you can only see these from one side. Yeah, I like the idea that they've got the original fence there. And then just like doing some growth along it, trying to get it, you know, make it look a little bit nicer. Could also do something like this, maybe not right next to the building, but like it could be like over here somewhere. Maybe it'd be better if we build like our own one, because I don't know if I love this. And I wouldn't mind having a, what's the best one to use here? Maybe just like one of these small ones. I wouldn't mind having like a little covered outdoor space just here. If I use the, hello, game. There we go. Use the, ooh, there we go. I can't make it any lower, but that's all right. I have like a little glass roof over that section. That's not bad. But I'd probably do the walls maybe out of like a metal, because it's like a new, like an addition. This wouldn't have existed on the original building, you know, if that makes sense. Okay, I think I'm getting somewhere with this. I actually made it smaller because there was actually just too much concrete. It was bigger out here. It was like, there was way too much space to try and fill with whatever. So anyway, we've got a little outdoor like lounge area, barbecue space just here. And then I was thinking this could just be like a little, this is like your actual like kind of garden space maybe. So just a few like little bits of greenery and plants. And then try to keep some of it on this other side so we can kind of keep this space open. And then really this is just grass, I think is the idea. Just used for, you know, playing, whatever. And this is just all extra land. You know, plenty of room to expand, folks. Don't need to fill every inch. I don't know what I'm doing with this fire hydrant. Is it random having a fire hydrant out the front of a fire station? Maybe it's not. I don't know. But there it is. Okay. I think that's done. Like I don't know what else to do over here in terms of the drawing. But in terms of the build itself, I'm pretty happy with that. I guess oh no, actually I was gonna say I need an outdoor bin, but I guess I don't. I've got a dumpster. We can use that as our outdoor bin. Anyway, we'll give you the final tour as I show it to Deli for the final reveal. All right, welcome back, Deli. We're gonna have a look at your drawing and what I did to it. Also, probably good to know what it actually was supposed to be. Because at first I thought that, well, it kind of looks like a dog, you know, like a little nose, got like eye. But then I figured it was supposed to be a fire truck. And this was like an old firehouse. I couldn't work out what this was. I figured it was a dumpster and graffiti, but it kind of looks like a train with steam.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's very creative.
And what was this? I couldn't figure out what that was.
That's a bin.
Oh, that's just another bin. Okay.
Yeah.
I could not figure out what that was.
And that was actually vines on the wall.
Oh, okay. I didn't do vines.
But that's okay.
I didn't do vines, but let's have a look at the build.
Okay. I'm closing my eyes.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can open them because I'll pan up so you can see.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh, it looks exactly how I hoped it would.
Well, except for that, but I guess it's supposed to be vines, but
that works. I
yay!
love it. Wow.
So this is the firehouse.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then they've got a little outdoor space. I just added this.
Oh my gosh.
Because I figured this was maybe like an old yard that they worked out in. I couldn't figure out what to do for the landscaping, so I kind of
That's
did that.
cool.
Anyway, so it's on this lot in San Sequoia because I figured it was kind of like commercial.
Perfect. I actually really love that lot.
And then we have this set up as the main door. That's just like decorative because I just put a TV there.
Yeah.
I don't love the TV there, but it kind of worked.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
All right, so let's jump inside. Here we go. So we come in here. Little entrance is a main open living space.
Love. Very industrial.
So over here, got a little kitchen that's been added in. Nice little island there. Got everything you need. A nice big dining area. Got, of course, fire extinguishers. Very important.
Yeah.
And this is the little sitting area. I figured we'd do a giant plant because we got like ceiling height.
Love that. It would be tragic if the fire station burnt down. So fire extinguisher makes sense.
It's possible. You never know.
Never know.
Oops. Caps lock. And then over here we've got, well, this goes out to the yard, but we've got the main bedroom just through here.
Oh, I like that.
So I got the bed in there. The rooms aren't huge because the whole lot wasn't big. Because if I made it too big, the problem was this space got too big and I didn't want to add a bunch of rooms. So it's kind of, you know, I had to work with the space we had. So it's a 4x4 bedroom, but it kind of all works.
Looks great.
And then I like the sort of green colors that I was using around the place. I got into that.
The green and the red.
And then this is just a little bathroom. I was inspired by our bathroom renovation.
Oh, which we still haven't seen
I know, I was saying before. But they got a nice bidet area in there. Because I also challenged myself not to use sleek bathroom for once, because I always use that.
Yeah, same.
And then through here, there we go. Comes down here. There's a ladder that goes up, but in here is just another bedroom. So a couple beds in here.
Cool.
And I really like the filing cabinet. I wanted to use more of them because I figured it was like maybe from the original firehouse. And it has that nice green color.
That is really cool. Oh my gosh, the fire poster.
Yeah, I was trying to find stuff with fire on it.
It's on theme.
Yeah. All right, and then up here is just like inspired by Princess Diaries, a little art studio.
Oh, I love that house in that movie.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's so
And a little art
cool.
studio. And then there is roof access. I was going to do stuff up here, but then I thought it would look kind of weird. So I just didn't. I just did stuff down here.
You can always add a hot tub if you want.
Yeah, so we just have like a little outdoor space over here. Little
Amazing.
basketball, barbecue. And I had a bunch of those red lights around like little alarms.
That's so cool. And I love how you put the vines on the fence. I've never done that before.
Because I was like, this is a commercial building, so I would have had the chain link fence. I was like, well, what do I do with it? So I was like, I'll just do some vines along it.
Such a good idea.
Bushes in front of it. That was kind of the idea.
Whoa, I love it. You did such a good job. This was so much fun.
That was cool. Well, thank you so much, Deli, for joining me and also drawing this picture for me to build.
It is an artwork. It's a masterpiece.
It's beautiful. And if you want to see us do the same thing but reversed roles, go check out the video on Deli's channel and you can see my drawing that you had to build.
Which your drawing was really hard and you said it would be easy.
It was easy.
It was not easy.
It was easy.
But you guys can decide for yourselves.
Thank you so much to my top level members for supporting the channel. And thank you so much for watching. And thanks again, Deli, for drawing and joining me in this video.
Thanks for having me. And have
An awesome day.
a
Whoa.
That turned out so good.